since my Bohemian knotless braids are back, I thought I would jump on quick and give you guys a few tips on how to maintain your human boho braids. Before I jump in, let me just give you guys the hair details. We install these Bohemian knotless braids using synthetic braiding hair for the actual plaits, human hair at the end and human hair in between. We used, I think, 1.5, maybe just less than 1.5 bundles of our beach wave human hair from Sachet Amari, along with just normal braiding hair to achieve this. I think we use less than 1 pack of braiding hair. All of our human hair is 100% virgin hair, and so you can dye it, you can bleach it, you can do all sorts to it. And so yeah, I done a jet black rinse on this hair. My pro tip number 1, when I'm installing knotless braids, I always leave the first 3 or so rows bare of human hair. Of course, I still keep the human hair at the ends, but what this does is, number 1, you find that you end up using less hair and you have more hair to add up the top, and so realistically you could complete a full install with 1 bundle by doing that method. Number 2, when you have Bohemian knotless braids in, if hair is going to mat, it's going to be the back, because the back is ultimately where we neglect. So if you haven't got any human hair, you've got nothing to worry about, and I find it works for me perfectly. So try it out if you haven't tried it before and let me know how it goes. I am reintroducing my Revlon hair dryer. This is what I use to detangle my Bohemian braids. So I keep my braids in for about 3 months, maybe 4 if I'm pushing it. And to be fair, it could probably go longer. But at least once a month, I go in with my Revlon hair dryer and detangle one by one. This is basically a curl refresh. So on to maintenance tip number 2. Now, I always recommend not to brush through Bohemian knotless braids with a brush, because you have the braiding hair in between, and what happens is when you use a brush, the studs at the end of the brush can get caught into the plait and just makes a mess. So I always recommend that they just use their fingers to detangle whilst the hair is wet. But I have discovered the perfect brush that you can use to brush through your Bohemian braids without having to worry about the studs. This is the brush. It's absolutely amazing. As you can see, there's no studs at the end, and it has quite a soft base in comparison to this, which just has the spikes and the studs at the end. I find that this works wonders with my Bohemian braids. I'm just gonna go and show you how effective it is. So I'm just gonna go through with my water and conditioner mix. I don't recommend that you brush your hair whilst it's dry. Always make sure you're using your moisturizer or your water and conditioner mix. Make sure that you're holding the roots so that you're not pulling on your scalp, but you can actually just run it through. It's much more effective. As you can see, it's detangled so quickly. But guys, your Revlon hair dryer and this brush is an absolute must. I will be selling these on my website soon.